আসসালামু আলাইকুম দর্শক, আমি আছি হোটেল ইন্টারকন্টিনেন্টাল, যেটা শেরাটন হোটেল নামে পরিচিত ছিল। এটা বিপিও আচ্ছা, এখন প্রবেশ করব ভিতরে।
The other stakeholders businesses got taking the service from the BPO company. And the prime, I would say, the benefactor or beneficiary of this sector is the consumers themselves, individual consumers. Sector of business consumers, business. So একটা রেডিও স্টেশন 88 FM একটা বিজ্ঞাপন আসছে সুন্দর, ভাই আপনি কোথায় আসছেন, আমি চলে আসছি, আপনার লোকেশনটা বলেন। So that is us. This I think something unique to Bangladesh. That we love to talk to human individuals. So growth, there is a plateau in terms of growth of HR. 4.5 million we have been hearing for last one decade. But if you look at the export figure, it has been doubled. Definitely there is long-term gain as happened in the past. I mean, the first industrial revolution, the second industrial revolution, third, and we are talking about fourth industrial revolution. At every juncture of history, when new technology disrupted the market, the industry, the employment sector, lots of jobs have been lost, but new jobs have been created. Just imagine, I have been heavily engaged with the banking sector training back in early 90s. The CTNA was discarding their telex machine at that time. So there is a very enlightened discussion with Mamun Rashid, at that time the country head of the CTNA. So he was arguing that you see that the telex machine is being stopped to be produced, that means so many jobs are lost who have been in the telex machine production factories. But the new technology has come where you need more engineers, software engineers and programmers who actually brought the other technology or channels to communicate, secure communication across the globe. So this kind of transformation is inevitable, but it's all about how prepared we are. So in the long run, yes, or in immediate run or mid run, consumers are going to benefit and customers of BP industries are going to benefit. And definitely the BPO sector is going to boom now because for the cost structure shift. But in the long run, probably, depending on how the education system and the skills development sector responds to the needs of the market, responds to the needs of the industry. We have NSDA, we have BTEB, we have UGC. I think there should be an urgent call to sit together and identify what are the short-term challenges, mid-term and long-term challenges, so that we can take adequate action and putting right people in the right place to make things happen. Otherwise, big social disruption is a possibility, according to my personal analysis as a researcher. So we have been talking about adaptation actually today. So when we talk about adaptation, I think other than the customer care service, I think there are many other subsectors in the BPO industry. And in those subsectors, I think the disruption or transformation will give some breathing space to us. For example, data processing or legal service, tax preparation, virtual assistant, then procurement outsourcing. So there are other subsectors where the impact of job loss is probably less in the immediate term. Maybe in 1 or 2 years or 5 years it will happen. That's the forecast of an Indian research, that in next 10 years probably AI would take over also in these sectors I'm presenting here. So I think the industry leaders also need to sit together and have segmentized analysis. কোন সেক্টরটা সবথেকে বেশি এফেক্ট হতে যাচ্ছে and how we can reap the benefit. কোন সেক্টরটা এখনো there is breathing space to maneuver and make ourselves ready. So that is one thing. But the big picture is, like I've been mentioning at the beginning, is that one thing is mentioned recently, that climate change is inevitable. It is happening. And there is a climate disaster clock. We know that. And this year was the warmest year in the human history. So 1.3 degrees Celsius actually temperature has risen compared to earlier. So it is happening. In certain cases it's slow, in certain cases faster, more El Nino or more kind of cyclone or it's happening. And this year we are experiencing lesser rain in the rainy season. So this is all are impact happening, but still there is a breathing space, so-called breathing space. But a impact of AI can be cataclysmic, and we don't have much time if we do not have so-called ethical innovation or responsible innovation. So responsible innovation and ethical innovation is coming into G7 dialogue. It's coming into all global dialogues for